It's time to have a serious conversation about Kevin Durant's legacy in the NBA. And this is a conversation that has been going on for a few years now, but I think after this massive failure that the Phoenix Suns put out in the playoffs after getting swept by the Minnesota Timberwolves, this conversation is only going to intensify going forward. Kevin Durant has been a part of many teams that have had multiple superstars on them and hasn't been able to be the main guy on a team that has made a deep playoff run or won a championship at all. He has 2 championships within his career, but both of them came on the backs of the Golden State Warriors, who had gone 73-9 the year before he had joined them and actually beat him in the playoffs. And then he jumped ship from OKC with Russell Westbrook, and previously to that, James Harden had been there as well, and he left a conference final team to go to the best team in NBA history. And Kevin Durant has been in the NBA for quite some time. He's 35 years old, almost 36. By the beginning of next season, he will be 36 years old. And he has never proven to be a guy that can lead a team to a championship. Early in his career, he led his OKC Thunder with Harden and Westbrook to an NBA Finals, and everybody thought that this was going to be the new super team in the NBA with drafted talent. Basically, people thought that OKC was going to be what Golden State turned into. But obviously, James Harden left for more money, and then after that, KD ended up leaving after 2016, where him and Russell Westbrook blew a 3-1 lead to Golden State in the conference final. And after winning 2 championships with Golden State and making it to another finals, Kevin Durant left again for Brooklyn, coming off an Achilles tear, where he teamed up with Kyrie and again James Harden. And everyone's thinking, okay, this is going to be the next super team. It's going to turn out really well. And then there was off-the-court issues with Kyrie, and Harden had injuries. And if KD's foot was a little bit shorter, then maybe they could have done something in that Brooklyn era. But they never made it past the second round. And then last season, KD demanded another trade, and he went all the way over to Phoenix, where he paired up with Devin Booker. And over the offseason, then the Suns went out and traded for Bradley Beal. And last season with Book and KD and a guy in Chris Paul that it was at the end of his career, but it was still a very good option, they took the future champion Denver Nuggets to 6 games and put up a good fight against them. But still, this year they come in with 3 superstars, and even Grayson Allen and Nurkic playing well. And while KD had some really good games, just couldn't put this team over the top to make it past the first round. And they were actually swept in the first round. And I think it's time to talk about whether he is becoming overrated and his legacy is overrated. Because we have seen guys that have become very, very, very talented players, but don't have that next level to become a guy that can lead a team to a championship year in and year out. And I think that KD is a guy that is best as a second option. He's a great scorer, but doesn't always have that next instinct to become a championship level player. And while he was a great player in the Golden State runs, Curry was the guy that really put them over the top, and they were a 1A and 1B situation depending on the game, and KD hit some huge shots. But without Steph Curry in the lineup, they just didn't have enough to really make any kind of noise. And without Steph Curry in his career, KD does not have a single championship, and he is supposed to be a top 15 player of all time. KD has 1 MVP in his career and 2 championships with the greatest team ever. That's not as impressive of a resume as people tend to think that he has. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I personally think that Kevin Durant's legacy is becoming overrated, but let me know what you think in the comment section below. God bless you all. I hope you have an amazing day, and make sure to subscribe to the channel.